Gina from hauntedflower.com and hauntedflowerreviews.com, and today I was sent some more Warner Blu-rays to review. They were sent to me. This is a sponsored video because they sent them to me, and now I get to review them. Yay! We're going to be talking about Citizen Kane, the freaking huge edition, Project X, and Wizard of Oz on Blu-ray. Let's start with Citizen Kane. Can you see how big this is? It's huge. It comes with, of course, the Blu-ray, and then it comes with a DVD, which is a documentary called The Battle Over Citizen Kane. And then finally, you actually have a live-action film, RKO 281, which is a movie that is a dramatization of this documentary. It stars Liev Schreiber and Melanie Griffith and John Malkovich and James Cromwell and some other people. Both of these DVDs basically tell the story of how Orson Welles was inspired for Citizen Kane by the story of William Randolph Hearst, and it's kind of the story about how William Randolph Hearst saw the similarities and tried to stop the movie from being made and being finished because, you know, he had a big old house, or Citizen Kane has a big old house, he has a mistress, they're a mistress, etc. Also get this little folder which has these, you've got like all these like poster things and like tickets and programs and basically just all this like little paperwork collectibles. Here's a nice little booklet program thing. Then you get a hardcover book because you need more stuff. And this is story, you know, it's got pictures in it. Lots of cool stuff to read up on Citizen Kane. Bonus features are off the hook. Of course, Citizen Kane is one of the greatest movies of all time, just by reputation. Orson Welles was this wonder boy who had been just a radio actor mostly, and he was so good that they just gave him some money and said, here, go make a movie. And he was really good at making this movie. He did a lot with light and shadow and focus and transitions, and this movie has just as many special effects in it as like a sci-fi film. They did so many things with like matte paintings and moving from one set to another and shooting from the floor and just all sorts of cool stuff. You know, this is a story of one man's like rise to power, fall from grace, etc. and is definitely worth picking up if you are a big movie buff fan. Next we have Project X from the director of The Hangover, and I really was not thrilled about being sent this at first because what the heck do I need to see another high school party movie for? Aren't they all the same? Yes and no. This has an element of Chronicle in it for me just because it has the format of there's a kid following them around with a camera the entire day to capture this day. That premise makes no sense whatsoever, but it does make the party more realistic. The character behind the camera barely gets any lines at all. He's referred to as Dax, but you know, nobody really, they think he's kind of creepy. Our main character is Thomas, who is the birthday boy, and his parents are going out of town, so his obnoxious friend Costa has decided that they need to throw an epic party so they can all be cool. And it has to be the most amazing party ever. They also have another friend, I think his name's JB or JT or J something, JD, I don't know, who's kind of like a chubbier, nerdy kid who also hangs out with them. The three of them planning this party are the main dynamic, and they spread the word like crazy, and amazingly, tons of people come, and it becomes the most epic party Pasadena has ever seen. This party just very slowly builds. There's an extended cut on this where you just get a lot more partying, and things start to go wrong, and it just really escalates and becomes crazy. For your special features on the Blu-ray, you get Project Expensive, tallying up the damage, where it shows what the value items are of everything that gets destroyed during the party. Most things anyway. Project X Declassified, showing all the stunts and how they did stuff and how they made it look realistic and by showing like their mistakes and everything. The other feature is like another behind the scenes where they show how they did the casting and stuff. They really wanted authentic kids that no one had seen before so that this could be like a really realistic story. And so they kind of did an online casting call and found these kids, and basically these characters are extensions of the actors' true personalities. So they worked really well together, building the bond, etc. This was kind of a fun movie, surprisingly. I can't believe how far it went. I also am very, very disturbed by all the teenage nudity in this movie. Like, so many topless girls, just lots of teenage boobs, and it really goes over the top with that. Teenage drinking and drugs and stuff. I mean, a party is a party, but did it have to be so many underage kids doing it? Oh, I don't know how I feel about that. Finally, you have The Wizard of Oz on Blu-ray. A few years ago, I got the extra special whatever DVD edition, which had lots of cool stuff in it. It had like books and like everything that's in Citizen Kane. It had stuff like that with the Wizard of Oz edition. This is just a thin Blu-ray. It doesn't have all those extra booklets and collectible things. What it does have for your special features is commentary by historian John Frick, which is also on that other special edition. It has a restoration featurette, also on the other edition. Illustrated video storybook, also on the other. Cast profile roundup, also on the other one. So it has less special features than the extra special feature DVD edition. What does it have? It's on Blu-ray. So it's probably a little bit more pretty, but it doesn't have as many features as the special edition DVD set did. Wizard of Oz, one of my favorite movies of all time. I don't think I need to review it for you because if you haven't seen The Wizard of Oz, you've been living under a rock. So I don't need to review it. So those are my reviews for those 3 titles. Thank you for watching, and I hope you'll join me next time. Bye!
If you like this review, go to my site at hauntedflowerreviews.com. I also have a podcast on iTunes. Please leave me ratings and comments. Also, we have a store, hauntedflower.com, where you can find the best online apparel and accessories from movies, TV shows, anime, and more. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/hauntedflower, and that's where we have all of our contests too, so you can win free stuff. Go to indiemojo.com if you live in Indianapolis, and you can find out how to go to free movies.